It's a bantamweight matchup between Aljamain Sterling and TJ Dillashaw. All right, so here he is, no fat Tyler here tonight. Not a lot of body fat on this TJ Dillashaw, the former two-time UFC bantamweight champion, and he will go down, DC, as one of the best 135-pound fighters of all time.
Across the board, people believe he's number 1A of 1 and 2 with Dominic Cruz. One of the best fighters the division's ever seen. A phenomenal wrestler, has very striking skills. The high kick that he landed on Kenneth Morale was something to behold early in his first UFC title fight. And then the finishing sequence in the second Morale fight was unreal. 20-something strikes in a row before the referee stepped in to stop it. Just a fantastic finisher and one of the best fighters 135 divisions ever seen.
And of course he had the two huge knockouts over Cody Garbrandt, but even the way he dominates perennial contender types like John Lineker and Rafael Assunção, Dillashaw, when he has it all going, he is as tough and out as anybody at 135 pounds. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that arm.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this bantamweight championship fight. Dillashaw is 3 years his senior. Sterling will have a 4-inch reach advantage. All right, now to get us started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Levine. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out O2 Arena in London, England, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, USA, presenting the challenger, TJ Dillashaw! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Uniondale, New York, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Aljamain.
UFC belts on the line, guys. Protect yourself at all times. Win all time. If you want to touch left, do it now. Go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready?
So here we go, round 1. I can barely hear myself think in this arena right now. 2 of the most dominant, well-rounded fighters in this division.
I mean, these guys are the best of all of mixed martial arts. They can do everything when they're locked inside of the octagon. I'm so excited to watch the highest level of MMA on display tonight.
Oh, nice connection with that punch. It's one thing to have an edge and reach. It's another to take advantage. Nicely done. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Set your combinations up with that double jab.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, significant striking tap there, but a huge block.
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Dillashaw. Right on the button.
Look at how...
Oh, and a nice jab by him there, and that's going to give his... All right, so a high-amplitude double leg takedown there. Now we'll see what he can do with it to try to advance position on the ground.
You knew that he was going to attack the double because he's such an explosive guy. He got it on the hip, finished the shot very quickly. Fantastic job.
Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from Bout. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed.
Now he's going to try to attack Kimura here.
And this might just be a matter of time. Submission defense there.
Side control, he's pretty safe there.
All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
Breathe, deep breath in for me. All right, listen. I need you to go out there, and I want you to do more of that. Let's set up those takedowns.
All right, here we go with round two, Aljamain Sterling. And that man, TJ Dillashaw. Really making good use of his reach advantage as he lands the straight punch.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
There we go.
Big and kick.
And he landed the right hand there. That's a perfect scramble right there. Beautiful transition.
Way to hide that leg kick.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Nice.
He engages in the single collar tie. So we call on the fight stats here. These are unofficial, but strong numbers. 46 total. You'll ever see.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round two. Oh, slams him down with authority, DC. Now we'll see what he can do with it, but certainly an impactful moment in the round.
He slams him down with so much conviction, and nothing is more discouraging for your opponent than being lifted up off of his feet and then slammed back down to the mat.
All right, got to be careful playing around inside his guard.
Absolutely.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
Oh!
He's going to turn on the elbow. He's going to chase the submission finish.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Dillashaw's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Round 3 next. But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
Not a bad round, but you're forcing those leg kicks too much. Let's not do that. Yeah.
All right, so perhaps a little frustration creeping in as our next round gets underway. Very close to submitting his opponent in the previous round, but was unable to do so.
Wasn't able to do it, but he was so very close. He just tried to put himself back in that position, and maybe this time he gets the finish he wants so bad. Nice kick.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Oh! Now goes in and secures the takedown. Close guard. Oh, and he moves into half guard. The guard pass is starting to pile up.
Right away, he takes the far side underhook. Look for damage from the top to come now.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Now he's able to isolate that left arm.
Look for him to step over the
Oh!
get the turn on the elbow, and he's going to chase the submission finish.
Oh, and he pins the arm down, and that is it. So the tap comes shortly thereafter.
He got the arm straight, right? The moment he was able to break the lock, John, his opponent was in trouble. Hip pressure up, opponent had to tap.
And he tapped, and he lives to fight another day, but a huge win for his opponent by submission tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
Well, there he is, the UFC Bantamweight champion of the world. He looked absolutely unstoppable here tonight. His opponent had no answers as he eventually gets the championship victory by submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 37 seconds of round number 3, declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, and still the undisputed UFC Bantamweight champion of the world, Aljamain Pumpmaster Sterling.
All right, so he came into this fight as the unquestioned best 135-pound fighter in the world, and nothing about that effort will change that narrative. Congrats to the still UFC Bantamweight champion.
Congratulations to the Bantamweight champion of the world.